Soft, chewy matcha white chocolate cookies. It's chunky and soft, and that's what makes every bite so incredibly satisfying. Did I mention that they're also crispy around the edges? And chewy in the center? Or do I sound like a broken record? All jokes aside, she is thick. Thick in the most flattering way. I'll be sharing helpful baking tips along the way, so stick around and let's make some cookies. First, preheat your oven to 350. In a bowl, whisk together the dry ingredients, 175 grams of all-purpose flour, 2 tablespoons of matcha powder, half a teaspoon of baking powder, half a teaspoon of baking soda, half a teaspoon of cornstarch, and half a teaspoon of kosher salt. Just so you know, the baking powder and soda and the cornstarch work together to give these cookies the perfect trio. Spread, lift, and chew. Next, whisk together the wet ingredients using a hand mixer. Place a towel under your bowl to keep it stable while mixing. In a large bowl, add a half cup of room temperature unsalted butter. Soft butter blends evenly and gives us that perfect chewy cookie texture. Mix on medium speed until it becomes light and fluffy, about 1 to 2 minutes. Then add 70 grams of brown sugar and 40 grams of granulated sugar. Mix on medium to medium-high speed until the mixture is light and fluffy, about 2 to 3 minutes. So brown sugar adds chewiness and white sugar adds structure to cookies. Now add a teaspoon of vanilla extract and a room temperature egg. Then mix until just combined. Now combine the dry ingredients with the wet ingredients and mix until just combined. It's okay if you still see a little flour. You don't want to overmix at this stage. Overmixing will cause cookies to be dense and flat. Now add 150 grams of white chocolate chips and gently fold them into the dough without overmixing. Alright, this next step to create a parchment paper cookie grid is optional. Fold your parchment paper into 6 sections so every cookie has its own spot. This also allows for perfect spacing between each cookie. As you can see, start by folding the parchment in half horizontally. Then fold both ends of the parchment toward the center. This creates 6 even sections for placing your cookies. Here's a different angle of what this looks like. Now open it back up and place it on the baking sheet. This is one of my favorite hacks. Now use a 4 tablespoon cookie scoop to portion the dough onto your baking pan, placing each scoop in the center of its own section. If you're not using a grid, just be sure to space the cookies about 2 inches apart. Bake at 350 for 18 to 20 minutes. Add extra white chocolate chips 4 to 5 minutes before they finish baking. This will give your cookies that perfect bakery-style look. Now pop them back in the oven to finish baking. Once the cookies are done baking, tap the pan gently on the counter to release steam. This helps the cookies settle and enhances that soft, chewy texture. Lastly, shape each cookie with a round cutter for perfectly even circles. Let the cookies cool on the pan for 10 minutes before transferring to a wire rack. And there you have it. I hope you give these a try and enjoy every bite as much as I do. Thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. See you in the next one.